This is the Tintri OS version 4.3 one-to-many replication demonstration. We begin by logging into the Tintri Global Center. Global Center acts as a single pane of glass that allows us to manage and monitor a collection of Tintri VM stores. We can easily view key metrics such as IOPS, latency with a detailed look at contributing latency factors, or the amount of space consumed by snapshots. Let's take a look at the VM stores being managed by this instance of Global Center. Here we can easily see that the VM stores named Dallas, Boston, Los Angeles, New York, and Toronto are being managed by Global Center. Switching from the overview to the replication view, we can see configured incoming and outgoing replication paths that have already been configured. Clicking on a specific replication path, we get detailed information about the amount of data protected during the last week, any replication lag over recovery point objective, as well as the number of VMs being replicated over this path. Changing views to virtual machines, we switch from Overview to the Protection View. Looking at the Exchange Boston virtual machine, we can clearly see that it is being replicated to 3 different destinations. Clicking on the 3 destinations label, we are now viewing the 3 replication contexts. It's easy to see that the Exchange Boston VM is being replicated to Dallas, Toronto, and Los Angeles. Adding an additional replication destination is as simple as positioning the cursor over the protection rectangle and clicking the Configure button. Looking at the Protect VM policy application model for the Exchange Boston VM, we can see that it is protected with a snapshot schedule that takes snapshots at 5, 20, 35, and 50 minutes after the hour. To add a 4th replication destination, we simply click Add More Paths. Scrolling down, we then select an additional replication destination, New York in this case. Clicking Save, acknowledging the save operation, and exiting, we can now see the newly added replication destination, New York. Global Center also makes it easy to manage groups of virtual machines instead of managing at the per VM level. Selecting service groups, we have a single service group named Engineering Service Group. While this service group only contains 2 VMs, it could easily contain hundreds of VMs. The protection policy is easily viewed and altered by placing the cursor over the protection rectangle and clicking the Configure button. On the Configure Protection Policy Application Model display, we can see that this service group is being protected with the System Default Snapshot Schedule and the System Default Replication Settings. Exiting out of the selection and switching to the Virtual Machines Protection View, we can easily take a look at detailed performance metrics. Moving the cursor over the IOPS rectangle, we click the Graphs button. At this point, we deselect IOPS and select the replication megabytes remaining and replication rate parameters. Note that we're viewing the aggregate metrics for all replication destinations, although we could easily drill into a specific replication context, Toronto for instance. Also note that the time range value is set to 1 day. Within the upper graph, we can see the amount of data yet to be replicated at any point in time. Within the lower set of graphs, we can see the logical and network replication rates. It's important to understand that Tintri Replicate VM is network efficient as it only transfers compressed data blocks that don't yet exist at the destination. We can alter the display to look at a specific day of the month. We can also alter the display to zoom out to a month-wide view, a week view, or zoom in to take a granular look at an 8 or 4-hour view. Here's a look at the 4-hour view, where we can again select the specific day, see the amount of data that has yet to be replicated, as well as the logical and network replication rates. As you can see, one-to-many replication is a fantastic feature that's easy to use. I hope this has been informative. Thank you.